Hi everybody, happy Thursday. It's kind of a murky, cold day here in Maine, so I started the wood stove. And Opal, my dog Opal, she likes lying in front of the stove, so she's gonna lie here and listen to a story. Before I read the story today, I just want to thank you guys for all the notes that you've sent me through Facebook and Instagram. You guys have been so kind, and I've really enjoyed reading all the comments you said about the books. I even received some photographs of some of you guys watching me on screen, and there was even a video of a young reader that was singing Hattie's song way better than I did. So thank you guys so much for sending those. Those really mean a lot to me. So today, again, we're going to sort of go back in time. We went back in time a couple days ago. We read my first book. We're going to read my third book today, and that's a book called If I Built a Car. This book started the If I Built book series for me, and for a long time, kids told me that this was their favorite book that I did. So I'm going to put my glasses on because I haven't read this book in a while, and I want to make sure I get the words right. Oh, by the way, remember how we talked about the parts of a book, and these were called the end papers? In If I Built a Car, I designed the end papers to look like some of Jack's drawings. Some of Jack is the character again in the book. And here he's sort of coming up with some preliminary ideas for his car. And we turn the page. We come to the title page, If I Built a Car. There's my name. It was published by Dutton Children's Books. And this, can you see something that doesn't quite add up on the title page? Did you notice the shadow of the car doesn't match the car that Jack and his dad are in? So already that's sort of an indication that Jack might be using his imagination in this book. So let's see what happens in If I Built a Car, my third book. Jack from the backseat said to his dad, "This car is okay, this car is not bad, but it's just a car, nothing great, nothing grand. It's nothing at all like the car I have planned. I'll work through the night to create a design, constantly analyze, tweak, and refine. I'll study jet rockets and look at old planes, contemplate buses and zeppelins and trains. To make it as smooth and as sleek as an eel, I'll borrow ideas from the Wienermobile. So sit back, relax, stay right where you are. It's time to reveal my spectacular car." You'll see that I've added a lot of neat things. Flush fender skirts and retractable wings, 3 headlights up front, 4 taillights in back, plus 2 giant fins like our old Cadillac. My brand new design will be curvy and round with special jet engines that don't make a sound. I'll paint it bright colors with accents of chrome and top it all off with a plexiglass dome. That's a big car, isn't it? Looks more like a spaceship, I think. I'll build a safe car just as safe as I can, because safety is job number 1 in my plan. It may look like steel from afar, you can't tell, but it's actually made of a polymer gel, a space-age concoction that I just invented, so in a collision, my car won't get dented. It simply absorbs what we happen to hit, and folks will be fine in the seats where they sit. You can see how Jack's leaning into the car, and actually his hand is going right into the car like a rubber car. And look down here, here's Jack's dog. He's leaning into the car too, and his little paws are going into the fender. Come with me now and I'll show you inside. I've put in a couch, it's comfy and wide. Plus a fireplace, fish tank, and here's something cool. The floor can slide open, and look, there's a pool. Wouldn't you love to have a pool in your car? I think that'd be so cool. Now step right this way to the back of the car and note the red button marked Instant Snack Bar. Say you were hungry and wanted a treat. Just press it and instantly good things to eat appear in a flash. Anything that you please, from hazelnut pudding to aerosol cheese. That looks good. After you've eaten, you might like to nap, and Robert the robot makes napping a snap. I've built him right into the back of the chair. He's out of the way. You won't know that he's there. But when you get tired and rise from your seat, the chair spins around without missing a beat. Robert the robot will take the controls and he's guaranteed not to hit telephone poles. I see you're impressed with all that's inside, so start at the motor. Let's go for a ride. A car that smells good? Now that's something new, but if I built a car, that's just what I'd do. Inside the engine, I'll add a machine to capture the odor of burnt gasoline and change it to something more pleasing to noses, like blueberry muffins or freshly picked roses. I love the way blueberry muffins smell. Can you imagine if the smoke from a car smelled like blueberry muffins? That'd be nice, wouldn't it? And look where they're heading. They're heading to the lake, it looks like. Now that we're cruising, let's head to the lake. There's no need to panic or slam on the brake. My car can do something that very few can. The fenders will float like a catamaran. We're skimming the waves and we're having a ball, but wait, hold your horses, because that isn't all. Boating is fine till we get the urge to dive underwater. There's Mr. McGee. Then just hit submerge. Robert will drive as we burble about. We can see catfish and we can see trout. We might even spy the shy stickleback gar from inside our fabulous waterproof car. Last but not least, the best feature of all comes down to a button that's shiny and small. Push it, and then, in the wink of an eye, the car will take off. We'll be up in the sky. Remember we were down under the water last time, and now we've blasted out of the water, and these people are quite shocked to see this thing fly out of the lake. We'll fly over land, we'll fly overseas to Alaska, Nebraska, Bermuda, Belize, or take a vacation when things start to freeze and fly us all down to the Florida Keys. My car will be cool, my car will be keen, my car will be one big fantastic machine. The toast of the town, the cream of the crop, the belle of the ball, and the tip of the top. My car will be famous from here to Peru. If I built a car, that's just what I'd do. And then if we close and we turn the page, we come to the closing end papers, and now we actually see a drawing of the car that Jack has built with all the features, and he's labeled all the things in this crazy, crazy car, including these spikes that look kind of dangerous, but they're actually, it says, spears are soft so they won't hurt, will bend on impact. So those are kind of rubbery too, just like the rest of the car. All sorts of stuff to look at. So Jack didn't actually build the car in this book, did he? He actually was just using his imagination. And that's what these books are all about. They're about using your imagination. So now might be a good time for you guys to grab a piece of paper, or if you have a shoebox at home, you could make your own car and glue things onto it. And you could use your imagination and come up with your own creations. So, all right, thanks for listening. I will see you guys tomorrow. I want to put a special shout out for my wife, Lori, because she's the one behind the camera, and she's been filming me for the last few days. So thanks, Lori. Do you want to show yourself?
Nope.
Okay.
Stay well, everybody.
Stay well. We'll see you tomorrow.